my ear. Seriously.
I'm sorry. What sound?
Like I I heard I heard I heard like little like I heard like
Okay, like a noise.
there's some uh, like that.
Yeah, I heard that too. But
And it really hurts my ears.
Mr. Austin take care of that. So he got the sound off. He worked on it. Okay, so let's see who's in here. We're looking for Evan still. Hi, Rocky.
Hi,
How are you, Rocky?
good.
Here.
Good.
And you, Angel, good too? And Edson, what about you? How's your day?
Doing good.
Good to hear that. All right, so let me share a small book with you guys. Let me stream on. Hold on, guys. Can you guys see this? Yes? All right. Raki, would you like to read for us? I would love to hear your voice. So, Before the Midnight Ride. Raki?
Paul Revere was born in December 1734, Boston, Massachusetts. He went to school and at the North Reading School. His childhood was much like that of other boys at the time.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Keep going a little bit more. Ben Paul.
When Paul was a teenager, he was paid to ring the bell at the church. At
Mm-hmm.
the same time, his father was teaching him how to work with silver.
Thank you for reading that. That was excellent. So, in the first paragraph, you guys could look at it. What is the most important? What should be the first event of the timeline about Paul Revere? He was born in December 1734, right? In Boston, Massachusetts. Edson, can you read for us from the at the same time, starting there? Edson, can you unmute your microphone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So at the same time,
The same time his father was he,
him.
teaching him to work
Mhm,
with silver.
mhm.
Uh,
Paul.
Paul was a silver smith.
Yes.
Silversmith.
Until.
Until he joined the army in 1756. After his army served, Paulo married Sarah.
Mhm. Cornell. Sarah.
What's that word again? I got the word
Sarah
again.
Cornell.
A
Cornell.
return to Silverworks.
He.
He become he become one of the best unknown silversmith in America.
Thank you so much. So strategy here, a good spot to ask yourself, what two things were going on Paul's life when he was a teenager? At the same time, his father was teaching him to work with silver, right? That was the first one. And then he was best known as a silversmith in America. Let me see if we have. Let me see. Did we have Evan? Not now. Lucas, no. I'm sorry.
Evan says accepted, but is not here.
Who? He accepted?
That's what it says.
Oh, he accepted the whole. He accepted on the calendar. He has it in the calendar like me. All right, so let's see. Javier, would you like to read for us? Thank you for reading that, Edson. That was excellent. Okay, so let's start here, Javier. In the 1760s,
In the 1760s and the 70s, our
trouble,
trouble occurred
erase,
around between the Americans,
good, colonies,
colonies, and England, and Paul became
involved,
involved in
involved. So
his
he
involved his judge
joined
joined a group called the
Sons,
Sons of Library
Liberty.
Liberty. Then, before
They believed
they believed the colors
colonists.
colonies should be free from England
That was
and
excellent. You want to keep reading?
no.
That was excellent reading. Thank you for reading that. Angel, can you start from? Can you pick up from here in December?
In December of 1773, he helps Ruth T into the bar
Harbor.
hopper because the tea was X by type of
By England.
London. This protest become known as the Boston
Tea
Tex
Party.
Party. That
After
after that, Paul Roman become an express
X
right from the
rider for the Massachusetts
Massachusetts
government.
government.
He rode
He rode a horse to beginning news
bringing
from both hold on to the other countries'
colonies.
colonies. He was at this job to on that taboo
That day,
that day that that day 1755 when the most far
famous
famous right
took place.
writing look place.
Thank you for reading that. That was excellent. All right, so let's go. We're gonna do our assignment. Let me just look at it up. So we read page. Okay, and then we're gonna go on our assignment, the sequence worksheet, right? Let me share it with you guys. Go to English, but I'm gonna go in my team. And you guys see, you can see it sequence. Is this the one? Let me just open it. Sequence por better. Edson, did you find it? Did you open it? Let me see what's in the chat room. Yesterday I was prompt several times to work in 6 period class. I'm going to be today. Oh, Rocky, did you just wrote this? Okay. So what happened yesterday, Rocky, you didn't answer me a lot of times, so probably that's why, but I know you could do every day good. And then just when we are asking you something, you need to answer back. Can you do that? Because we want to help you and we want you to understand what we are reading and writing. Okay, Rocky?
My mom said let me in.
Say it again.
My mom said let me in.
Let me in? What do you mean let me in?
My mom said it. So I can help you.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I find that
But
assignment.
I couldn't.
Okay. Can you find it right now, the worksheet? The assignment, can you find it? Rocky, can you find the sequence for Roberta?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I see you are there. Javier, did you find it? You got it, Javier?
Yeah, I'm in.
How about you, Angel? Are you in?
Yes.
Okay, so let's read it. Let me just bring it up too. Thank you guys that you guys opened it. Okay, so let's read. Sequence. A sequence of the event in order in which they take place. From first to last. Clue words such as first, next, and then may show sequence in the story or article, but not always. Other clues are dated and times of day. Sometimes two events happen at the same time. Words that show these are meanwhile and that same year. So read the following passage and complete the timeline below. I need Rocky to read it for me because I want you to read it for actually because this is a really good story about Martin Luther and King. So can you read Rocky for us? Rocky, you ready for reading?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's do it then. The
Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. is the one of the heroes of freedom in America in 1948 at the age of 19. He became a
minister.
minister that same year. He graduated from Morehouse College.
He
He is best known, however, for his role in the civil rights movement. 1955, he helped organize the
Montgomery
bus
bus boys.
boycott in 1963.
Mhm.
He led the Freedom March on Washington, D.C. because of his frequent participation in civil rights protest,
He
he was arrested 30 times. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. King was
assassinated.
in 1968.
Good, very good reading. That was a long reading, a lot of reading. Thank you for reading that, Rocky. That was really good. Are you okay, Rocky?
Yeah.
Good, good. So let's look at the event in Martin Luther King's life. So you guys could see King become a minister in the beginning date, and then two events happened in 1948. So let's look at it. We're gonna look at it. The first one in the passage, it says the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the heroes of the freedom in America. In 1948, so I'm gonna open Edson's and I'm gonna highlight Edson. You could see it in 1948. King become minister. The same year in 1948, the first one right here, we're going to write the same year he graduated. So your second one, actually, it's going to be he graduated Morehouse College. So your second event, you guys gonna have to write it in. He graduated from.
What's the first word?
Let me go on yours. Angel. Say it again.
What was the first?
Hold on,
What's the first
Angel.
question?
Okay, the same year. So he graduated from Morehouse College. You see, in 1948. Graduated from Morehouse College. Let me see. Rockies.
So when I have the S on the ending, John, is that in the past, present, or future?
Do you need help, Rocky, with yours?
Okay, what about another, here, let's try this ending.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you going to insert. First, you're going to do the insert. You could write it in there, and then you could just turn this right here to the first one, second, third. So let's look at it. In 1948, Martin Luther King, let me highlight it for you. In 1948, King became minister. So you're going to see, you already have it right here. But you had two events. And the second, it's going to be the same year he graduated from Morehouse College. So you're going to have to write it in there to number one. Did that help you, Rocky?
All right, here's another one.
Yeah.
Good. So can you write the event in?
That would be the future.
Let me see, Edson.
That would be the future. He will jump. Okay. Notice how there's no ending here. There's no
Let me see, Edson, how he's doing. Edson, are you working on your paper, please?
So endings are important to pay attention to, right? Because if we're reading a story from the past.
Can you answer us, Edson?
Endings, like ED. If we're reading a story about the present, there's going to be present.
Edson?
What? I'm working.
Okay. Well, we have to see it too because we don't see it. All right. Javier, how are you doing? Hi, Lucas. You just joined us.
Strategy for looking at our word endings.
Lucas?
4 different tips. You guys see how it says one?
Yeah, sounds good, dude.
Yeah, let me see. Can you go to English assignments and open up sequence Paul Rivera. You got it?
So that's exactly what we were doing here. You
Okay, let me
guys,
see. Javier.
here's the tip that they're saying. So TJ said, cover the ending.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not it.
That's the first tip.
Let me see Rocky, and I'm gonna go back to Javier. Rocky, are you writing? Because I don't see anything on your paper. Do you need help with the writing?
Now,
I'm writing.
Oh, okay.
sometimes
Good. Do you see anything that he writes? Do you see it if Rocky writes anything? Because I don't see it anything on mine. Let me see. Angels. I got angels. Good job, angels. So this, and then let me see. Hudson's. Okay, Edson, you really need to write the king. King became. No, you can write down there. That's not. We are entering right now. You're entering to number 5, Edson. So let's go back to the event. So let me highlight it for you. And I need you to pay attention. So this is the 2 events we are working. This is the 2 events we're working. In 1948, Edson. The first event happened in 1948. King became minister, which one is already written in there. You could see it. And the second one is highlighted for you. He graduated from Montgomery House College, so you need to write that in there. Can you do that, Edson? Or we could write it for you, but you have to answer back, please. If you need help, we could help you.
Can you write down for me, please?
Okay, so number 1. So you can write for them. Can you write for them? Can you write anything for them?
Yeah, I can write. I just,
Okay, so let me do it for you first, right here, and then I need you to write too. So you're gonna do he
What's the clue, you guys?
graduated.
No one wants a clue. I don't have a clue what a clue is. So, RJ, what's the clue? Can anyone help with the clue on there? No, TJ?
Trying to figure out what it is.
Trying to figure out what something is, right? Think of like.
So let's do make small, and we're gonna put it right here. So you have, there's your first answer. Can you see it?
Okay. So we gotta look at our context clues. I'm gonna show you guys an example just as we read.
And yours. Okay, so let's go to the second event.
Yes, I see the answer. I see my answer.
We're gonna do 1955. Who could tell me what event happened in 1955 in the passage?
Alright, I'm gonna write another word on the board. Okay?
So let me see. Mr. Austin just told me that Angel already wrote it down. So I'm gonna check on his. And
Miss Dora,
yes, hon.
I'm ready for number 2.
Okay, so we're gonna organize the Montgomery. Well,
You know what word that says?
let me see. Number 2.
Good job.
Number 2, in 1955,
Now what's the
he organized, that's correct, Edson, but what he organized, Angel, what he organized? The Montgomery Boy Scouts, right?
Montgomery.
Montgomery Boy Scout. So you have to put that in too.
That's fine. Beautiful education, right? So picture can be 2 things. You can be someone throwing a baseball.
In 1955, organized the Montgomery Boy Scout. That's number 2. Let me see, Edson.
More than one thing. So we've got a thing.
I have no idea what to write for number 2. I don't know.
Well, we just said it. Are you paying attention? Look at, okay, so let's look at your assignment. We're going to highlight it. So second one here, 1955. Look at in your passage. What it says, 1955, he, what?
Out.
Organized the Montgomery Bus Boy Scout. That's your second one.
You got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's write it in. Let me see.
I got it, Miss Dora.
Thank you for writing it in. I'm going to check in a second. Javier, excellent work. Can you see the second one, Javier? I'm going to highlight it for you because the king become minister is already, that's the first event. But you have the other one in the same year. You have two actually. So the same year, he graduated from Morehouse College. So you're going to put another one in here, Javier. Can you see that? Javier, can you hear me? So you have,
Yeah, I can hear you.
so you have two events. So make sure that you're writing the second event. The same year in 1948, he graduated from Morehouse College.
Okay.
All right, good job. And then the second one, let me see if Lucas got in his assignment.
I was just about to write another article.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You do that. Good job. So we have two events in 1948 and 1955. You guys could see it. He helped to organize the Montgomery Bus Boy Scout. That's your second one. So let's look at it. 1963. In 1963, he led the Freedom March on Washington, D.C. Let me see, Edson. Edson, did you write it in? Are you writing? Go to the raw.
See? I did.
Edson, you took out. Okay, this goes up here. And then let's do the second one here.
All right, you guys ready? Follow along. Get your reader fingers ready. TJ,
Can you write?
Nicholas, do you know where we are?
Can you write it in here, please?
What do you want me to write?
On the second, you need to write. In 1955, he organized the Montgomery Bus Boy Scout. Montgomery.
Montgomery?
Bus Boy Scout. You got this. Oh, you got it. Hold on for a minute. I see that you wrote it all the way down here. Let me pull this in. You got this one already. Hold on. Let me just fix it for you, okay?
Lucas, I highlighted number 1 for you. Can you go ahead and fill that in for me, please?
Number 1?
Good job, Edson. You got this. You got it. So let's do number 3, Edson. 1963. You see 1963?
Yeah.
1963, he led the Freedom March on Washington, D.C. That's 1963 event. So you could see 1963, he led the Freedom March on D.C. This one. So please write that in, Edson. Say it again. Let me just check Pass and Angel, and I'm gonna check Lucas. Let Washington D.C. become of the frequent. So Angel, 1 second. I'm gonna show you something. In 1963, he led the Freedom March in Washington, D.C. That's 1963. And then you have to do 1964. He was awarded to the Nobel Prize. And with Lucas,
Yes.
you guys are doing excellent work. Okay, and then let me go back to Edson. Thank you for working and writing everything down. You guys are, let me see, what is this?
Miss Dora,
Yes. Yes,
in
Rocky.
1963, he led the Freedom March, Washington, D.C.
Let me just pull up. Yeah. Yes. But can you guys can you just mute your computer, please? Everybody else, not Rocky. Rocky, let's do 1955 first. Do you see 1955?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the date 1955. We have this event. In 1955, he organized the Montgomery Boy Scout. So that's your event in 1955. Do you see it?
And what was another word for monument you guys found?
And
I
then,
see it.
So these artists were making monuments
what was that?
to honor the dead. And you
I
guys
see it.
I could see it. I could see it now. I didn't see it before. I could see now that you wrote it down already. So 1963,
we need to make sure that we were
he led the Freedom March, like you said it, on Washington, D.C. That's correct, Haraki. My computer was like not that fast, so I could see that you wrote down. Very good.
Lucas, can you go ahead and do number 2 for me, please? It's highlighted on your assignment. You just got to write it down and put it in the right spot.
Very good, Rocky. Keep going. 1963, he led the Freedom of March, Washington, D.C. And then you could see the next event in 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
and our freedom, right?
Excellent work. Let me see, Edson.
What's that? Yeah, you can go to the
Can you see what happened with Edson's paper? Because mine, it comes up, this disappeared, and it come in this one. Can you just check it out? So Edson, can I ask you a question? Something happened with your paper, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Austin gonna work on your paper because there's something going on with your paper. So hold on, don't write anything. So let me see, Angels. Edson. Hold on, he's gonna help you out. He's going to help you out. Good job. Angel, you could go to number 5. Do you need help with that? So which 2 events happened at the nearly the same time? How can you tell? So you could see the first two events happened in 1948, Angel. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me in the same year which one is the two events happened?
1964.
1948.
Here you go.
1948.
Oh, but the class is over. So, in the same year, 1948, the two events happened. King became minister and he graduated from Morehouse College. Those are the two events.
Try to refresh and then it should be there.
Edson, can you refresh your page, please? Your assignment. Oh, I could see it now. Yes. Can you see it, Edson, right now? It came back the right way. Your page is set up. Edson?
Yeah.
Okay. So in 1963, everything is, in 1964 and 1968, everything is highlighted for you. Mr. Austin highlighted, so you need to write it in, please. So you guys gonna have to finish this as a homework. Please do not submit it right now. It's an easy assignment, so you guys have to finish it and then submit it to get the full credit. Let me see. In Iraqi. Rocky. So, did you finish 1963?
1964, he was awarded the Nobel Prize Peace. No.
So, in 1963, he led the Freedom March on Washington, D.C. That's what you have to do in here. Let me just put it blue. I'm going to highlight it for you, okay? This one. And then you have 1964. That's your. And then you have
1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes, that's correct. And then you could see 1968, Dr. King was assassinated. And then you could finish number 5, which two events happened at nearly the same time. So it happened in 1948. So you're gonna write it in there, okay?
Miss Dora.
Yes.
Look at the time.
Go ahead. You could log off and you could go to your next class.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Bye.
didn't finish.
You didn't finish, I know.
Bye.
You guys could finish it as a homework. Bye. Bye, Angel.
Bye.
We gotta do this together.
I'm gonna stay with you.
Bye.
Bye. Javier, if you guys need still help, we are right here. So who needs help?
I need help.
Okay, let me see yours. Oh, let me see yours, Javier. Are you on it? Okay, Mr. Austin is in your paper. He's looking at your paper. Okay. So it's going to be everything highlighted for you. And Rocky, you need help, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, how can I help you? Which one? You need help with number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, which two events happened at nearly the same time? How can you tell? So the first two events Both occurred in 1948, right? So you can now write it down. The first two events both occurred. The two events happened in 1948. You could see it. Writing.
Hang on.
I'm gonna hang on.
Did Edson have a question?
Say it again.
Did Edson have a question?
I don't know about Edson. Edson, how can I help you? So, Edson, how can I help you? You raise your hand.
I did not.
Oh, okay. He did it not, he said. Okay.
Yeah. I am almost done
In
looking at
1968,
40.
Dr. King was assisted in 1968.
Yes, that's already, the answer is already in there. Ms. Babbitt, should they finish it as a homework? You want them?
What do they still have left?
Ms. Zora,
Oh, they do not have to. I figured that was gonna be. So it's okay. As long as we get the first page done.
Yes, Araki. So the two events happened. You could see it in 1948.
happened and nearly at the same time. How can you tell?
You could tell 1948. You see it? The two events happened. These are the two events. So you have to write down the two events in number 5. Okay? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to do the second page. Just do the first one.
Am I going to do the second page?
No. No, don't do the second page. Lucas, if you finish the first page, but you guys could finish as a homework. Edson, you too. You could finish it as a homework. Let me see if you finished it. It's everything is highlighted for you. Okay, Edson, I could see that you did
The
not.
two events happened in 1948.
The two events happened. You see, the day is 1948.
Mr. Roy,
Yes.
am I done?
Yes, but number 5 is not the right answer because in 1948 you had two events which one it happened in the same time. Not 1963, not 1960. Those are two different years. In 1948, King became minister and he graduated from Morehouse College. Those are the events happened in the same year. So actually, Edson, you have to put this event right here. Hi.
In person school, you go at some point.
Yes. Okay. Can you do that? Oh, it's okay. Miss Babbitt, be good. Okay.